Right. As we can see on the number, it is dark red, and on the other side, it is yellowish color. There are
Yes.
different colors of yellow actually.
Yes, these are different color. These are using by ashwagandha, layering of ashwagandha according to the the need of the yantra areas. Because again, these yantra has east, west, north, south, just like the vastu. So that yantra
Okay.
needs to be, and all these Sanskrit text has to be taken out according to the ailment that person is suffering. So this is one of the. I'm stopping the sharing. So this becomes one of the potent areas where this lady, it was suffering in Venus. A lot of lady, lady woman problem and so on and so forth. So this yantra is the only way I could get her to start to activate a remedy fast. Because as I said, if Venus in eighth house, Rahu in eighth house, and 10th gets afflicted, that chart becomes blind. That is also called andha, andha chart or the blind chart. Okay, and
So there is one thing. There is one thing I would like to add over here,
uh-huh.
which is lot of people, they have misconcepted Sanjay Dutt's chart, and we were talking about his chart. The eighth house owner,
Ah,
the eighth house is empty in his chart, but the owner of the eighth house is Venus.
okay, okay, okay. So this is where his problem starts, and this is where problem. So as I was saying, if the you know the owner of the eighth house may be somewhere else, but if any planet comes into eighth house,
And sir, as you mentioned, it
ah,
is conducted in the 10th house also. So he had so many events which were started and ended.
absolutely.
And house, the house is connected with mother, it heavily affected the mother also.
Yes, yes. What will it start? It will start from fourth house. It will end in 10th house. If you have too much planet in 10th house, then obviously his money part is taken care of. We know that. Basically, again, a quick norm from Lal Kitab itself is which is even which is even mentioned in the Parashari is any house that is empty is weak. So Lal Kitab actually has a complete set of rules and regulation in empty houses on which, and its aspect theory is also reversed than Parashari, which is again very very practical when it comes to remedy. He says the houses aspect planets, not the other way around. We have the planets, Parashari, where planets actually aspect 7, 8, 7, 8, 4, whatever, Mars and Jupiter, special aspect, 7 is normal aspect, so on and so forth. But here, the house attract the aspects, it's not the other way around. So, if 10th house has so many planets, that's why then Sanjay ji would be having a lot of turmoils in his life. He will start something, he'll end something, start something, end something. And 10th house is if connected with and whoever planets are connected with, and 10th house will get that situation. If it has Surya, then it will have a lot of problem with the government, and he can go to jail or he can be incarcerated, blah blah blah. If it has a planet with Venus or a Mars, he can have problems in marital life and so on and so forth. So this is where the red book comes handy when it comes to red book. The problem is Parashari and numerology and tarot and everything and KP even. They don't talk about remedies. And remedy is the key of astrology. Astrology will not survive. It will only be a very nonsensical science if we cannot solution. It's just like a doctor going to a doctor. He says, "Okay, you got a fractured leg, and I can't do anything about it. Suffer." So if that happens, astrology is not going to survive. But red book is the only way where although there's a lot of misconception, there are people who are actually calling it fraud book. There are people calling it fraud book. It's a fraud. I understand that. Why are they calling? Because there are certain norms in red book which are quite old. For example, if you have a moon in 6, don't give water to anybody. Now, what has happened? Try to understand in the context. Even Parashari also has a lot of things like this. Rajyog itself. How many Rajyog you have in birth charts, and how many Rajas do you see around? Just tell me. how many, every second guy would have a Raj Yog in his birth chart, and hardly you would see any Rajas. People are becoming Bhikaris day by day. Rajas तो वही गिने चुने हैं ना इंडिया में, वही 4-5 लोग, अडानी, अंबानी, टाटा वगैरह वगैरह, वही है जो भी है। बाकी के तो इसका मतलब क्या, बाकी के लोगों में राजयोग नहीं लगा हुआ? तो वो थोड़ा कॉन्टेक्स्ट से देखना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, चंद्रमा 6th हाउस में है तो हमको पानी नहीं देना है, इसका जरा पुराने टाइम पे देख लेते थे कि पानी, स्वच्छ पानी, साफ पानी बहुत मुश्किल से अवेलेबल होता था।
Sir, one more thing. This is very rarely understood about
Right.
this, and very few people will give the remedy when they see about this. And this is the beauty. I really respect you a lot about this, sir. You are giving the remedies very freely. You are giving the remedies very freely. Very few people talk about this remedy. A person who has the moon in the 6th house, he is not supposed to drink milk in the night,
Absolutely.
and he is not supposed to give water.
Yes, yes. No, 6th house, very, very right. Yeah.
If Michael Jackson would have taken care of this,
Pardon?
because he has a Kendram dosh.
Yeah.
Moon, I'm not sure in 6th house or not, but he has a Kendram dosh. And for Kendram dosh also, it is the same remedy.
Yeah. Kemadrum also has the same remedy. But the thing is, so that is why I'm trying to say that Lal Kitab is a lot of remedial actions. Now, Lal Kitab is a unique concept which I want to establish. Yeah, if you want to say.
One more thing. Are you going to conduct the Lal Kitab courses also?
Yes, I'm thinking of conducting Lal Kitab courses targeted in remedies. I don't want to go into predictions. Okay, because everybody is doing that. And it's no big deal, prediction. I want to target and I want to make people, understand the things about the remedial part of the Lal Kitab so that they can help themselves. I'm not asking them to go around in the world, trying to help everybody. If they want, they can do it. If they want to become great astrologers and great healers, most welcome. So I want to establish Lal Kitab course, this course. It will be a very short-term, quick course. Not as short-term as, 1 week, 2 weeks. It will be at least 4 weeks course, a month or so, in which I'm going to talk about the remedial part, remedial technology of Lal Kitab. Not only Lal Kitab, but also Vedic. Lal Kitab is nothing but Vedic areas taken this and that little bit upar niche kiya hua hai. Crystallization of knowledge.
Also, Lal Kitab, you have been saying it as Ravan Samhita rather than Lal Kitab.
Yes.
Because when we say Lal Kitab, people have got a different misconception of it being coming from Persia.
Yes, that's true. Actually, what happens is there's a big misconception of the Lal Kitab. There are several schools of thoughts. One school of thought says Lal Kitab is nothing but the Ravan Samhita's shorter version. The other school of thought is somebody called Roop Lal, who have written the Lal Kitab and used to wrap it in a red cloth. And every Lal Kitab needs to be wrapped in a red cloth. And it was published in Lahore pre-independence. So it was very popular in the Punjab belt. They used to call Teva. Lal Kitab's chart, it was called as Teva. Chart and Teva are same. So Teva was very popular in Punjab area. And some say it had come from Persia. So where it had gone from Persia, it had all gone from India itself, because India is the father of astrology. Okay, that is the set norms. Now, associating Ravan Samhita and Lal Kitab, one of my gurus has, have told me this. Lal Kitab is nothing but the short version of Ravan Samhita, because Ravan Samhita is also a lot of remedial actions rather than predictions. Because Ravan was a very practical person, very, very practical person. And he believed that the illness and जो लोगों के कष्टों को दूर करना ज्यादा जरूरी है बड़ी बड़ी बातें करने से। तो हम तो आसपास के एस्ट्रोलॉजर और यूट्यूब में सब बड़ी बड़ी बातें सुनते हैं, लेकिन लोगों का कष्ट जो दूर करने के लिए कोई टेक्नोलॉजी कोई कोर्स अभी तक बना नहीं। So this is the Lal Kitab course that I'm trying to come up with. I'm sure if anybody is interested, please contact Jagdish, because both of us will be conducting this course. He will be taking care of certain aspects. I will be taking care of certain aspects. This course is basically the remedy, and we encourage you to first apply it in your own life. आप अपने आप को ठीक करिए, अपने आप को पावरफुल बनाइए, फिर आगे आप लोगों को इंस्पायर भी कर सकते हैं। तो लाल किताब में मैं दो और चीजों के बारे में बात करना चाहूंगा लाल किताब में जो कि यूनिक बनाती है। एक है नकली ग्रह। दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी यूनिक कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ लाल किताब।
Yes, sir. It is
Very नकली ग्रह और a fake planets. This is a very unique concept of Lal Kitab, and I have had 100% success applying this as the remedial measures. For example, whenever there is affliction between Mercury and Venus, suppose both your Mercury and Venus are afflicted, and somehow both are connecting, establishing their relationship in planetary level, star lord level, sub lord level, sub lord level. If they're establishing any kind of connections, Mercury and Venus, most of the astrologers would start treating Mercury and Venus without even seeing the Lagna Lord and so on and so forth. What if the Mercury is the 5th Lord or the 9th Lord, the 1st Lord? If you treat them, दान वान दे दिया तो मरकरी आपसे खत्म हो गया, और कहीं मरकरी कम डिग्री में है तो और भी फसड़ हो जाएगी, और भी प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगी आपके साथ। क्या वीनस को आपने ट्रीट कर दिया, वीनस आपकी अच्छी पोजीशन में ट्रीट कर दिया उसको ही, वीनस को दही वही दान दे दिया आपने, नारियल वारियल लगा का पानी डाल दिया शिवलिंग पे, हो गया काम। अब अगले दिन देखोगे कि है ना आपकी बीवी के साथ झगड़ा स्टार्ट हो गया। आई रिमेम्बर वन लेडी कमिंग टू मी कि उसको किसी लाल की पता नहीं किसने बोल दिया कि आपके गवर्नमेंट के साथ लफड़ा चल रहा है, तो आप एक काम करो, मतलब बैंक वाले लोन के पीछे पड़े हैं, EMI नहीं दिया था उसने, तो चलिए मैं स्किप होता है, काम करो सूर्य को उठा के दबा दो आप ग्राउंड में। तो मैडम ने तो सूर्य को दबा दिया, सूर्य को दबाया, अगले दिन अपने बाप के साथ इतना झगड़ा, वो बाप ने लात मार घर से बाहर निकाल दिया। क्यों? क्योंकि सूर्य डेबिलिटेटेड था, उसीलिए उसने सूर्य को दबा दिया। हद हो गई है। एनीवे, so Lal Kitab solve this problem. What it says is when Mercury and Venus are afflicted and both are the creating relationship, you then these both planets combine to become sun. So look at sun. Look at sun. Or let's say Sun and Jupiter. Sun and Jupiter are creating problem in your chart, or Sun and Jupiter are weak. So what do you make strong? Both Sun and Jupiter you make strong. It may not be entirely possible. So Sun and Jupiter combines and becomes a third planet called Moon. So if you treat Moon, both of these planets will get its strength. So this is a fantastic concept of Lal Kitab, in which you can tamper, you can create your own remedies, and way beyond even Parashari and Brihad Parashari and KP anyway is not talked about remedies anyway. So Parashari and Vedic. So rather than seeing the planets which are weak and which needs treatment straight away and giving immediate remedies which doesn't work, Lal Kitab actually asks us to see what else is happening in the chart. For example, Sun and Venus, if sitting together or conjuncting or establishing, it will have its effect on Jupiter. Sun and Venus combines to become Jupiter. So let's say both your Sun and Venus are weak. Okay, your projects are not happening. Government आपका license sign नहीं कर रही, government आपका नहीं दे रही, whatever, blah blah blah. You're trying to expand your factory area, लेकिन government से उसका permission नहीं मिल रहा है, तो क्या करेंगे? अब यहाँ पर फंस गए। आप सरकारी आप सूर्य का काम करने चालू कर देंगे, या आप वीनस का काम चालू कर देंगे, एक मेजर फसड़ होगा। आप वीनस रिलेटेड कोई चीज रख रहे हो, फॉर एग्जांपल आप एक मॉल एस्टेब्लिश कर, 24/7 मॉल चाहिए आपको, आपने मॉल तो बनाया लेकिन गवर्नमेंट का परमिशन नहीं मिल रहा, क्या करोगे? आप फंस गए। आप वीनस को सन को ट्रीट कर दिया तो प्रॉब्लम, जुपिटर को ट्रीट कर दिया तो प्रॉब्लम। ट्रीटमेंट क्या मांग रहा है? ट्रीटमेंट मांग रहा है वीनस, बिकॉज बोथ ऑफ दिस प्लैनेट कंबाइंस इन वीनस। तो यहाँ पर ये सारे रेमेडियल मेजर्स यूनिक टारगेटेड निकलते हैं कि हमने अगर वीनस को ट्रीट किया तो अपने आप जुपिटर एंड सन ट्रीटमेंट हो जाएगा। ट्रीट कैसे करना है वो अब अलग चीज है, वन वी नीड टू गो मोर डीप, कि अब उसमें दान देना है, होम करना है, या यंत्र देना, या रुद्राक्ष देना है। ठीक है, दिस इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट यूनिक थिंग्स।
One more thing which I would like to add over here. You've got the blessing of you've got the divine blessing of Mr. K.T. Subhakaran for Rudraksha.
Oh yes, I was about to come to that. So last thing that I was talking about is There is another misconception in Lal Kitab is Papi Graha and Pap Graha.
Right.
They keep on interchanging this. Even I have seen the best of the best Lal Kitab people, astrologers got confused with Papi Graha and Pap Graha. Evil planet and evil doing planets. Now remember, evil planets are Rahu Ketu, evil doing and Rahu Ketu Saturn. Okay. Now evil doing planets have the capability and tendency to become good doing planets. यानी पापी ग्रह पापी से अच्छा बन सकता है. जैसे कि बुद्ध ने उंगलीमाल को एक बहुत बड़े डकैत से, उंगलीमाल was a dacoit who used to cut fingers. He was so frustrated with the world, he used to cut fingers and that Buddha came, Gautam Buddha came, and with the blessings of Gautam Buddha, this Unglimal became one of the greatest disciple of non-violence of Buddhists. So this papi man can become a dharmi man. So just like saying these three planets, if they are papi, that is Rahu, Ketu and Saturn, has the capability of become a very good planet, benefit planet. Let me give an example. Let's say Saturn sits with Jupiter or Rahu or Ketu sits with Moon or fourth house. They immediately becomes very benevolent. Of course, there are a lot of details that we have to go into seeing your chart and all that. But basically, this is the conclusion. And again, treatment has to be there. For example, if Rahu is sitting with your Moon, and somehow you come up with a conclusion भी राहु प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट कर रहा है, राहु का ही आपने ट्रीटमेंट कर दिया तो ये हो गई प्रॉब्लम फिर, क्योंकि राहु तो यहाँ पर मून के साथ बहुत अच्छा दे रहा है और ऊपर से अगर फिफ्थ हाउस में हो या जुपिटर के हाउस में हो या सैटर्न के हाउस में तो बहुत बढ़िया, या फोर्थ हाउस में हो, तो यहाँ पर रेमेडियल ट्रीटमेंट को जांचना बहुत जरूरी है.
I would like to add up over here is a small thing which definitely, sir, we are doing Dev Prashna free of charge. Although we are charging a good amount of Dev Prashna is not an easy thing to do.
Absolutely.
And last time we did at a 3-hour stretch, it was a very
problematic. Yeah.
I should say for that type of energy.
Thank you, and you would also there. Thank you very much. Deva Prashna, in Deva Prashna we use. Let me tell you why it's so grueling. In Deva Prashna,
like a lot of people, they approach to us like about this. We are very sorry to say, but yes, we can accommodate them in the coming lectures if there is possibility, if the time is permitting. We will again give them a slot if possible, if the time permits. But again, if they need a precise something and very personal questions were asked over there, which unwantingly we had to answer. But I would request over here that all the people who are coming to Dev Prashna, please respect their privacy, because Dev Prashna is an open platform where, okay, if people are stuck with some health problem, health issues, okay, it's good to us. Some money matter, it is good to us. But talking about the personal relationship and, especially there were a lot of people, what happened. And later on, people who have capacity, they were also asking for discounts, which we actually never wanted to promote ourselves for Dev Prashna as a private consultant.
Yes.
Where we never spoke about private consultancy, but people are approaching us, so we are forced to speak about this.
Right. Deva Prashna is not a consultancy. Let me make it very clear. Deva Prashna is simply trying to give you an antibiotic, a painkiller, a quick painkiller. That's it. It's not. ये इलाज नहीं है. ये painkiller है. आपके पाँव में बहुत दुख रहा है, आपके हड्डी टूट गई, कोई बात नहीं, आप मेरे पास आते हो या डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो, वो एक इंजेक्शन ठोक देता है ताकि आपका पेन रिसीड कर जाए, आप क्लियर हेडेड होकर सोच सको क्या करना है. आपको इस हॉस्पिटल से ट्रीट कराना है या उस हॉस्पिटल से ट्रीट कराना है, आपको क्या कराना है वो आप सोच सको. तो ये पेन किलर है देव प्रश्न. और देव प्रश्न करने में बहुत डिफिकल्ट इसलिए होता है क्योंकि यूनिक टेक्नोलॉजी है जो हमारे गुरुदेव ने निकाला है, स्पेशली हमारे कपिल जी ने निकाला है. तो जैसे मैंने कहा को एक बहुत एक कपिल मुनि के पूरे बहुत मेजर लीनियज से बिलोंग करते हैं, तो उनका देव प्रश्न. तो he has come up with a mixture of star lord system, stellar astrology, and Nadi along with Lal Kitab. So basically there are 5 different techniques which I have to apply, or if you're doing Deva Prashna, you have to apply in a matter of 1 or 2 seconds. You have to come up with a prediction. 5 techniques in matter of 2 seconds is a huge task on your brain. It's not possible because you have to
And-
immediately see all the star lords, sub lords, your Rahu placement, your Nadi and Jupiter and Ketu and whatever. It's 4 or 5 techniques in a matter of 5 or 6 seconds is a big ruling task. So I really, yeah. I don't think it
also,
would have
sir,
been possible. Yeah. No, wait. I don't think it would have been possible without you, Jagjit.
sir, thank you so much for saying that.
Because
Thank you so much.
the way you carry the thing and way you understand the how much time one should be given to one query is remarkable. Because when we answer a question and we know that whatever we are answer is banging on, hitting on, and then more question arises, ye bhi bata do, then it's Jagjit ji, actually it's thanks to you to come up and
Sir,
stop
thank
these people in a way that that is not that's very humbling and that is not too obstructing or abusive or anything like that or rude. So you make them understand, other people are waiting. Yeah.
If we are going to speak about this only, sir, we have requested the people to limit their questions to one question.